Meanwhile, Barclays Chairman Marcus Agius and Bank of England Deputy Governor Paul Tucker are due to appear before a parliamentary committee next week. Lawmakers want to clarify whether Tucker or any government officials pressured Barclays to manipulate rates back during the financial crisis. The issue isn't just causing waves in London, however. The global probe has reached Japan, where RBS has now pulled out of the panels that set TIBOR. This is Japan's version of LIBOR. It's the Tokyo interbank offering rate. And over in Hong Kong, UBS and Citigroup earlier withdrew from the U.S. dollar HIBOR panel, which, as you may guess, is Hong Kong interbank offering rate. This after an investigation found evidence of attempted manipulation of rates there. Ross, we've seen, again, this similar practice before. It's not just London. And given that these products across the world, mortgages, derivatives, and whatnot, are all keyed off these rates, it just, I think, underscores how difficult this problem is going to be.
And there's two sides to this. There's pre-financial crisis, post-financial crisis. A lot of focus has been what's been happening post-financial crisis. And, you know, someone might actually come up and say, you know what, we were trying to get rates lower, and that would have been to the benefit of everybody to generate confidence. Now, it might have been wrong, but there may be, I wonder whether someone's going to come out and say,
no,
you know, it was the right thing to do.
No, but the problem is there are people, I think, actually saying that, saying, look, what's so wrong with trying to lower these rates, or if they were higher, they would. But I almost feel that that's fine, but at the same time, the fact that the market sprung up around these rates and was keyed off something like LIBOR, that there was implicit faith in what that meant in the first place. Not to mention that, you know, decisions about nationalizing banks were being made based on what those rates represented. There were other implications beyond, as you rightly point out, maybe keeping borrowing costs lower for some people.
What's your view on this, Gary? This whole thing.
It's a political spectacle. It's a circus. I mean, the truth was 3 years ago there was a mad dash for liquidity. And it, you know, hindsight's 20/20. It's great that everybody's finger pointing now, but the truth is, you know, businesses collapsed. I mean, we were on the verge of a real crisis. I had friends taking cash out of banks. It was so bad.
But the point is that these rates, if they reflected what banks were truly borrowing at, would have showed that there was frankly no borrowing going on in the interbank market at all, especially uncollateralized. But also they would have been significantly higher, which would have made corporate loans, UK mortgages, you name it, significantly more expensive.
No question.
So what are you upset about?
The finger pointing. I think we've got to stop the finger pointing. It is all over the world. You know, there has to be a common purpose here. And to use this as a circus is not productive at all to anybody.
The amount of there was an extraordinary debate yesterday in the House of Commons between the Finance Minister and Ed Balls, who's you know, opposition Treasury Minister, and if they put the same amount of passion in trying to get some growth into the economy, we wouldn't have an issue.
Oh, no question. Right? I was at 10 Downing Street 2 days ago, after the Prime Minister went through that torturous thing that we do over
questions.
Here. And yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's sport. It's actually sport. And somebody needs to focus on the actual solution.
Absolutely, given how much is at stake in particular. Let's take a quick look at today's other top stories, though.